Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very, very first episode of A Time Adrift, a Final Fantasy XIV inspired actual play that we are so tremendously excited to be bringing you today. Some of you may have seen our lore videos and all of our promo material going up. We've been working really hard to make this show, and I could not be more thrilled to be working with all of these tremendously talented people to bring this game to life. And speaking of tremendously talented people, the very, very, very first thing I wanted to do is introduce our amazing cast, have them tell us a bit about themselves, and then identify the character they'll be playing, who we will get a bit more of as we jump into it. So Aldianaux, if you would, please introduce yourself.
The curse of starting with an A. Hi, hello, I'm Aldianaux, or Charles is my actual name. I'm going to be playing Halvardr. Very Icelandic.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Yeah, one more time.
Halvardr. Halvardr.
Halvardr.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
That. We do have to say that shortly, so...
Yeah, it's true. I mean, but everyone calls him Hal, right? So that's the other thing. So I personally am a software engineer. I'm also on a podcast with a few of these beautiful people about Final Fantasy XIV. I've played a lot of tabletop, run a lot of tabletop. I'm super excited to see what is in store for us. But that's it for me, really.
Excellent. Did you want to identify the podcast that you appear on?
Absolutely. It is a mystery. I figured someone else would do it. It is Aetherite Radio. Gamer Escapes Final Fantasy XIV podcast. I did it. I've never hosted it.
Yeah, you did great. You could host an episode, you know? Just like
absolutely, you could.
Yeah, next time.
All right, next up then is Grizz.
Oh, hi, I'm Grizz, Dr. Griswald on most social media. I'm an illustrator, digital artist that has found their niche in the past decade in Final Fantasy fan art. So if you've gotten work of your Warrior of Light, there's roughly like a 25% chance it's from me, maybe.
And if not, commission Grizz, pump those numbers up.
If not, I'm always available. But I digress. My actual name is Natalia. And I am very excited to be collaborating with these wonderful people on this wonderful project. It's been a long time in planning. And yeah. I made that art. The icons, that's me. I did that. Yep. Yeah.
all the key art in this, that's all Grizz.
Yeah. Thanks.
And we love it. Yes. We were all
We
blown
did.
away. It was amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Excuse me. And then Fornax, please.
Oh, hey, I'm Fornax. This is me on YouTube, if you can see on the podcast. I'm Fornax. I am the Crichton Herald. I do gaming video content over on YouTube and Twitch. And I have been working with these wonderful human beings here to bring together this and put some movement to the wonderful art of Grist, to make some cartoony things for our character introductions, which you will hopefully have seen before all this arrives. But I'm super happy to be here. So I'm Fornax, nerdy gamer. This character that you see before you is Temis Laya. She is a botanist, and she's going to be adventuring with all these wonderful people, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I forgot to say who I was playing.
Yeah, you did not say.
I just realized that. Yeah.
I am an entertainer, a enigma, and it's gonna be fun.
Beautiful, thank you. And then Rook, you are up.
Hi, hello everyone. I am Rook, or Rookuri. That's Rookuri. I happen to be on the podcast alluded to earlier by Aldianaux, Aetherite Radio, alongside Xenedra. But I am an MMORPG content creator. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV now since Heaven Sword, I guess. Heaven Sword era, which has been amazing, and that community, along with many others, have led me to the content creation that I do on Twitch and YouTube, as well as esports hosting. I host for, dare I say it here in this sacred Final Fantasy zone, Blizzard World of Warcraft. sometimes for esports, but also I've cast things like Crystalline Conflict for Final Fantasy XIV at the fan fests and online. I am so excited to do this project. I have wanted to do a Final Fantasy XIV actual play for so long, and these folks are some of the best people that I could have thought of to get to do it with, and I'm so happy we're going to get to play. I will be playing Nakhira, who is part Hrothgar, part Elysin, and all badass. She's got muscles I would like to eat food off of, which she is able to cook herself because she is a culinarian. So I'm very excited to introduce both her and her companion, Sal, who is a slightly mutated salamander, as they cook their way as iron culinarians through our adventure.
Excellent. Very good. And then finally, Zen.
Hi, known on the internet as Xenedra, some places, most places, real name Michelle. Either works for me. I will answer to both. It's very strange in real life. I am the third member of Aetherite Radio that's here. There are more of us, but for those of us who are here, the third one of those. I also work on Plus One Shop, currently on hiatus, but, you know, TTRPG, we talk about them, we play them. So if you take 14 and you take the TTRPG and you smack them together, that's what we're doing here. So I feel like I'm, you know, I kind of know what I'm talking about. Maybe we'll see. If not, you know, I will stumble my way through it. It'll be fine. In real life, I'm a voice actor, so that inspired a little bit of my character, who is Guffin, the Moogle. And he is a gadgeteer. He's a gadgeteer, if that gives you any indication of what he's going to be up to. It's going to be a good time. Question mark. I hope not to bust your eardrums with the ridiculousness that I hope to bring with this character.
Never gonna happen. Absolutely. We're all totally here for it. And then also, hello everyone. My name is Liana MacKenzie. I will be the game master for this. We are going to be using Valor, the heroic roleplay system, a system that I created alongside my co-creator Quinn. It started as a college project, and we've since gone on to publish. So this has kind of become my life's work at this point. So I'm super excited that all of these fine people were willing to give my little indie system a test drive here. I hope that the gameplay that we provide will be very engaging. Beyond that, I'm an occasional guest on Aetherite Radio as well as other podcasts. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Asians Represent Tabletop RPG and Asians in Tabletop RPG podcast. And then I'm also the host of my own podcast, Worlds of Inspiration, where we talk about general worlds and settings in fiction that inspire us and the things we love about them, or the things that we absolutely hate on occasion, depending on how certain settings have gone. Yes, Rook?
Looking at you, Mass Effect 3.
We'll get to that one a bit later.
Maybe a future episode.
But all that to say, we're super happy to have you here. Please check these fine people out. We'll make sure to include all of their socials in the VODs and in the show notes so that you can take a look. But let's jump into it. Because you are all adventurers within the Iron City Garlond. Following the fall of Eorzea with the introduction of Black Rose by the Garlean Empire, the engineer Sid Garland and his life partner, Nero Tolskeva, made their way to the Dravanian Hinterlands, where the former Sharlayan colonies were. There, they established their second workshop, which grew into one of the largest bastions of civilization left on Eorzea, as the Dravanian Hinterlands were spared Black Rose, being a bit too far from the area it was released to be affected. It is one of the few places with arable land and general resources that could be used to make an attempt to bring back the world. We pick up the story for those who are familiar with the game, which I imagine is a good number of you. where
What?
the people of this world have just succeeded in sending the Crystal Tower, an edifice of humanity's triumph made in the Age of Aldianaux, and they have sent it back to a time before Black Rose to rescue the Warrior of Light, who will deliver salvation to the star by preventing the Black Rose calamity from ever occurring. Unfortunately, though, this timeline has been cut adrift. It is unchanged. The future has remained, Black Rose has still happened, and now humanity is bereft of Crystal Tower, and perhaps some may say hope. But in this age without heroes, perhaps it is time for new heroes to arise. Although Hal may have some words to say on that, we will see. That said, though, we are days after the Crystal Tower was sent back. So while there was some celebration, the fact that things didn't really change for anybody has certainly been noticed. The Iron City is mostly back to business as usual. There's a bit of a pall, there's certainly a wondering of, well, what now? Since everything is as it was, though the world is still destroyed by Black Rose. But you, all as adventurers, have other things to worry about, because you have things to slay and money to make, that is, as is often your lot in life. So it is a bit past noon on a regular, ordinary day in the Iron City. The Iron City is a massive edifice of kind of steam and metal. Technologically, it's quite advanced, even more so than what some of the city-states of the old Eorzea would have been considered. There are regular trains that are running well-timed and on schedule, a number of districts with different focuses, and always a need for adventurers to help with odds and ends, different jobs, assisting and protecting the city. There's often a lot to do, but for whatever reason, you are all within the Iron City today, and it is just past lunchtime. So we're going to ask you to introduce your character in full, describe them a bit, and tell us what they're doing. And Aldianaux, you get to start us off.
Always the first. So, Halvardr, or Hal, which I am going to try and use as much as I can, is kind of cruising the taverns. Halvardr is a red mage and an adventurer and a scholar and a philosopher and a few other things, but first and foremost, he journals. So he likes to kind of go around, get the pulse of the land, see how people are doing, and write about it. So what he's doing currently is he's in a tavern, just kind of listening to the gossip. He himself is a Viera. Grizz, this art is going to get me into trouble because he's so beautiful. So beautiful. He has quite a smolder. So imagine him smoldering alone in a corner, writing to himself.
They call that brooding.
Sure. There's a little bit of brooding. He is not happy with the tower being gone at all. But he's kind of drowning his sorrows in what he normally does, sit and listen.
And Hal, in general, in the tavern, it seems to have more or less picked up back to normal. The adventurers who frequent it there all still need to eat. So it is a lot of people trying to get leads on jobs, coming in or out from a job that they were on, complaining about the pay, a lot of that, as always. Times are tough. There's not a whole lot to go around these days. And an adventurer's lot in life is always precarious. Grizz, Copycat, what are you up to?
Excellent. So not far from that very same tavern, there is a well-frequented plaza because it's just about lunchtime, so people have taken a break from work. They're rushing between places to get what they need to done before work hours resume. And Copycat has chosen to stake out this specific spot to delight and amaze any, particularly susceptible individuals to colorful tricks and sleights of hand that might earn him some busking money in the meanwhile. So making flags appear and disappear out of his very ostentatiously pleated sleeves, waving his hand to and fro over his mask as it takes a myriad of different expressions in this kind of magical visual. There's laughter and gasps, and all the while he's listening to what kind of conversations he can glean in the wake of what is both a relief and also a big what now moment. There's so many different reactions going on that there's a heightened need for some kind of levity among the populace. And so Copycat has the dual function of trying to achieve both entertaining and also gleaning what he can from the situation on this day.
And what Copycat is hearing is there's definitely a pall over the city. People are less enthusiastic than they were before, especially leading up to the tower project's completion. There was palpable excitement as people were so close to creating this great work that was going to hopefully fix everything. Now that reality has set in and truly nothing has happened so far as people understand, the mood is a bit pensive. People are much like Hal, asking what was the point of all of this? What was this for? And even still within that, though, worldly concerns remain. Food, jobs. A lot of the kids are uneasy. They sense that something is wrong in the way that children do, but they don't quite understand what exactly is happening, just that the adults seem to be upset, and that makes them uncomfortable as well.
And so I juggle, and I make flowers appear behind their ears. Assortment of kind of shallow but necessary things I found in the long years of my career.
Temis, what are you doing?
So Temis is pissed. She has just come from a very heated conversation with her parents. They were kind of under the impression that their son would come back. He died because of the consequences of the rose, because the medicines have been lost, with the loss of the Botanist Guild, with the loss of the 12's Wood. And they believed in their heart that he would return, and she always doubted. And she's just come from a terrible conversation with them, and she's kind of head down, cat following her towards the bar because she needs a drink. She has had just a terrible day, just an absolute piss poor day, and she is annoyed.
And she's certainly not alone in this. The bartender is quick to seat her and prepare her drink. There are a number of people in the bar who are less than pleased, and days that have not been going great in the wake of this project and the absolute nothing that you gained from it. Nakhira.
Yes, Nakhira seems unaffected. Nakhira kind of stomps her way across this plaza. She is an incredibly sturdily built, muscles for days woman. Just like, honestly, the crowd, one of those women or people that the crowd has to part before her. Otherwise, if you bump into her, you are the one that is going to be knocked over. And she walks with this kind of unassuming confidence. She knows her place. She knows what she's doing. And it doesn't matter if the sky came down or a tower disappeared. They are going to keep doing what they have to do. And as she kind of goes through, she has sort of tan skin, dark shoulder length, kind of fluffy, almost fur-like hair that has these sort of lighter streaks in it. She has scars, and her sort of overcoat can be recognized as a culinarian's garb, not unfamiliar in the city for those who know of the faction, the Iron Culinarians. She bears the markers of the trade and the, certifications in these sort of medallions that are on the sash around her waist, but the sleeves have been ripped off. And while the rest of the uniform is fairly tidy, you can very clearly see that she is not one of the chefs or the culinarians that tries to maintain a flawless appearance. She's rugged, and she spends a lot of time out in the field. And at her side is this large, moist-looking salamander. He has longer legs than most salamanders did before the ethereal imbalances that wreaked the star, and has far less eyes than some of the salamanders you might see. He only has 2, looking a bit more like something between scalekin, something more draconic. Yet that salamander quality remains, and he is laden down. He's this bright orange salamander laden down with what appear to be containers neatly made of food. And the 2 of them move through this square, clearly on their way to deliver food to their intended goal. And as they go, Nakhira kind of takes stock of everything. And yet, as children that seem to be affected, as you kind of pointed out, going through the square go by, those that look a little underfed, those that look a little bit more worn down, she always seems to just know exactly when to reach into her pouch and pull out a little snack, a little treat, a little something that she passes off with exceeding kindness. Usually just a quick little, just take this. And then she keeps going, and she kind of pats Sal's flank, looks up at where the tower was as though he was responding, and as though responding to something he would have said, and says, it doesn't matter. Life goes on. Everyone gets hungry. So what if the tower is gone? And continues across the square.
Now, I have a very, very important question.
Yeah.
Does Sal clink when he moves, since he has all of her pots and pans?
Yes. I mean, he has a lot of gear, and the sort of metallic food pans, obviously, that she had sort of prepared to take and deliver, kind of clink as he goes. But there's he also he just makes strange little sounds as he goes, just little... and so you hear that amidst the clanking as well.
Wonderful. But like I said, exceptionally important. Guffin, what are you up to?
So Guffin is probably in whatever workshop that they're normally just fiddling away in, but it is lunchtime and a Moogle gets hungry, So it is time to head out and look for food. And one of Guffin's best sources for food has been their buddy Nakhira. So you can see towards the tops of the buildings, depending on how tall they are, maybe not the tops of the buildings, higher up, first floor, second floor in the buildings in the plaza, you can see a little guy flitting around. He's got some poofy pants, he's got a little vest, and he is longer than your average Moogle, and by longer I mean, a little bit taller, has obvious feet and not just little weird puffs. To those of us in reality, he looks strangely more like an Evilisian Moogle. There are reasons for that, we won't get into that now. But they are Black Rose related. Go figure, right?
Surprise!
Yeah. The other distinguishing thing about our little friend Guffin is that he appears to be missing an arm and a wing. So in place of these, things made of people cells, he's got some Magitech-y looking bits. Got a little power cell in his arm. Has a little, sort of plastic or see-through glass, almost stained glass looking wing to match his other one, still purple, but definitely something that is cybertronic rather than organic. Somehow this helps him fly still. So he's flitting around and he notices Sal and Nakhira, because how could you not, honestly? The clanging, giant orange lizard man, the crowd parting in front of Muscle Lady, that's not hard to find. And so you hear high overhead, Nakhira! as somebody starts to swoop down. And Nakhira will feel atop of her head a little crown pop down. It's very light. It's very delicate. It looks like flowers. It is not flowers. It is made of very, very thin metal, aluminum sort of stuff. So, a very delicate thing, but a gift in exchange for lunch, he hopes.
Nakhira, the moment that voice rings out, one of her ears, which still kind of bear the sort of leonine, feline look that the Hrothgar ancestor she shares had, but they're kind of positioned on the sides of her head, more like Ella's in ears. One of them flicks and a brow raises, and immediately she starts to just kind of scan the sky overhead. As he drops that little crown landing, she takes it and goes, "Guffin, I told you, you don't need to pay me. They pay me money. They pay me gil." And she puts it on top of Sal's head. Sal, in contrast, looks incredibly delighted by this. He scurries over, the pans clanking louder, and makes a few little glorpy chirps at Guffin. And Nakhira takes one of the metal pans and hands it over, taking the top off and revealing this perfectly arranged little meal inside. I was going to come to you. You didn't have to come to me.
Well, yes, but, you did so much for the plaza and everybody during lunchtime, so I thought, if I wasn't doing anything, I've been doing a lot of nothing. Anyway, I got hungry, so I'm here.
Kind of fingers on the other edge of the pan, looking inside.
This one's for me, eh?
You always know it is. I don't put coupon nuts in everybody else's meal. I have to get these special for you. Temis gets them for me.
It really is a shame. More people should try. You know what? More people shouldn't try them more for me.
It's alright. Enjoy your meal. But I'm sorry to hear about the work. It's been quiet. No cleanup?
I mean, we sent everything away, so what's left, really? I mean, there's odds and ends here and there, clearly.
He points at the little crown on Sal's head.
But, yes. not a terrible lot of cleanup, no.
It's unfortunate. I think a lot of people will be wondering what is left.
I mean, I can't say for sure yet, right? It's only been a couple of days. We don't know that things are going to happen immediately. I don't know why everybody's so grumpy.
And as the words leave Guffin's lips, especially about when Guffin says immediately, suddenly alarms start going off across the city. This is something that happens on occasion. There is an alert system. It is followed by a loudspeaker announcement. All Iron City residents, please immediately evacuate the agricultural district. I repeat, please immediately evacuate the agricultural district. All Iron Guard and adventuring members available, please report to the agricultural district for dispatch. Thank you.
You're welcome. You think Temis is alright?
I certainly hope so. Sounds like it's time for the other part of our jobs.
It's very orderly. This does happen quite a lot. Because the agricultural district lies somewhat on the outskirts, this is fairly common, since the Dravanian Hinterlands are still wild and dangerous in many sections, and often monsters will get a bit too close. So, upon hearing the announcement, are we all making our way over, or are we finishing up food or drinks or whatever we have first? How are we handling this?
Stuffing food in his face. Hold on, I told Hal let me up with him. I'm gonna go get him really quick. And he's flitting off to go find Hal in the tavern.
Hal's definitely moving as soon as he can. Finally, something to think about anything else.
I think Nakhira grabs the pan back as Guffin is off like a bolt. Sal is eating bits of it off of the ground, the bits of food that fell into the dirt. Nakhira's like, stop it, you have your own meal, you can cook, stop eating food off the dirt. And then she scans across the square and notices Copycat, who had been performing, and upon looking at them goes, oh, well, he's got more clothes this time. And then walks across the square and says, You're capable, right? We ran into each other before. You want to come help with the emergency?
Copycat does like a triple take as he's like bending over and picking up his busking rewards, like candy and like some gold coins. There's like a partially melted popsicle in there. You know, people only have so much to give, but he takes it. And he's just like recognition, like as far as you can tell on a fully masked face, dawns in like that extra section of silence as a stare is happening. And he just straightens up, holding his rewards. It's just like a handkerchief closed up now. And he looks at Nakhira up and down and says, why, yes, I am available, and likewise like to think capable enough. There's a sliding scale.
Great, well, I hope the scale is sliding towards capable. Come on. And she grabs her.
Temis, are you making your way over as well?
I am indeed, yeah. Temis is still stood at the bar, just staring at the drink. It was the hottest one. She asked for the hottest thing that would burn all the way down. And she looks at the cat, rubs its head, says, come on then, let's see what is going on. And she kind of stomps out, and she sees Nak and the others, and she's like, afternoon, yeah.
Temis, your link pearl is actually going to go off since you are a member of the Arboretum.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like it was necessary for you, but you do get a notification over the Arboretum channel that botanists and Arboretum employees are also required to attend this. So you doubly don't have a choice.
Oh damn. I'm gonna put my hand to my ear and I'm gonna go, looks like I'm getting paid for this today at least, and kind of stomps off after the others.
All right.
Help!
I know that screech.
That's rude. I mean, screech.
It was familiar. Don't mind me. Are you going?
Yeah, I'm just looking for you, and I found you, and you're rude, as usual. Let's go.
And you are sprightly as usual.
One of us has to be.
We both could be.
That's up to you, though, eh?
Well, it wasn't up to me this time.
I'm not following.
Just forget about it.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you assemble at the rallying point, which is a guild hall near the agricultural district. The guild master is one Luma Ymir, a tall Viera woman with the rare and highly prized white hair. Like Hal, she has a very dark complexion. She wears very loose-fitting, airy robes in purple, and then a lot of amethyst jewelry. Quite wealthy, well put together. As you're filtering in a lot of the local adventurers, people you recognize, people you might not, they're often new arrivals in the Iron City, especially with the Iron City's resources being what they are. A lot of adventurers do make their way over, since pickings are slim in Mordona, especially following Black Rose. But a good group, some perhaps 100 strong, gather in the guild hall and start milling about. Numbers are about average for this kind of an emergency, so it doesn't seem particularly out of place. As the assembled adventurers kind of get in, the guildmaster rings a bell to get everyone's attention, and kind of steps up to begin. And as she starts speaking, she's scanning the crowd, seeing what's going on, and she has an assistant with her who is starting to take notes. Greetings, adventurers. We appreciate your presence here. We have grave and dire news from the agricultural district. There appears to be a stampede of monsters heading our way, and we need to immediately subdue them, lest they destroy our crops. You all, of course, immediately understand the danger that this would pose. Food is already very scarce in this world, so monster stampedes like this are usually they're unusual in and of themselves, but they often do warrant this kind of response. Everyone needs to do their part to make sure that everyone eats tomorrow. The scribe beside her has been taking roll and has been kind of writing down names. So as they confer a bit, she takes the scroll that he's been working on, and the scribe, by the way, is also a Moogle of the same stature as Guffin. Interestingly enough, this one has very elaborate kind of technical goggles, and has kind of like an odd backpack contraption. Not quite sure what that's all about, but it's very impressive looking. But as all these notes have been taken, she kind of looks it over, nods, and says, I'm going to begin calling out groups, your assignments and sectors. I expect you to head over immediately and take care of business. You will be issued tranquilizers. If possible, the Arboretum asks that we obtain specimens from the stampede, but priority will always be on the safety of the people in the agricultural district, so use your best discretion when doing so.
Nakhira raises a hand.
Yes, Nakhira.
Do the Iron Culinarians have the right to harvest or butcher?
Iron Culinarians have been granted all rights to any monsters slain, but anything tranquilized is property of the Arboretum.
Aye, fine.
So she begins calling out assignments, and by whatever twist of fate, one of the groups is indeed Hal, Copycat, Temis, Nakhira, and Guffin. You are assigned to
Hell
Sector
yeah.
7.
In character, we hear a hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that.
But as she kind of goes through, most of the groups are between 4 and 5 smaller parties. And beyond that, she gives kind of the standard. As you know, you are representatives of the Iron City. You are defending our peace and our freedom. But you are also defending our lives. And please ensure that you value your own as you value the lives of those you protect. I wish to see all of you back here safely following this. Good luck, and may the 12 walk with you. Our adventurers make their way out into the Dravanian Hinterlands, where they've been assigned to protect the Iron City from the impeding and stampeding monsters. Some hastily erected barricades have been put up to help defend the city, but unfortunately, things aren't looking great. There's a number of stampeding Loktan Algoats, a fair few cockatrices, and some rather large monsters as well. The larger monsters appear to be a great Morble, which is always a fun time, and a noble griffin. As you kind of examine, these monsters are panicked in a way that is, in all honesty, a bit unsettling. You're not entirely certain why, but they're terrified, and that's what sparked the stampede. And that's what has driven these monsters into Iron City territory. So this is going to be what we call a hybrid scene in Valor, which means that there are going to be multiple objectives. As you can see, there are a lot of monsters on the map, more than one would reasonably expect you to defeat. So what we will instead have is a stampede meter. The stampede meter will indicate how much progress has been made in quelling the stampede. So the meter is going to begin at 10. And in order to end the stampede, you must reduce that meter down to 1. The meter can be reduced in a number of different ways. One way is by dropping or tranquilizing one of the stampeding monsters. In order to tranquilize, you must use a support action, and you may roll with a non-resolve stat of your choice. If you are successful, the monster will just be tranquilized and be taken out. You can also fight the monster. The monsters will not attack you unless you attack them. So you can be strategic about that as you wish. Or, if you would like, you can try for one of the larger monsters, and each of those will reduce the stampede meter by 5. So that will be a major hit to the stampede meter. Beyond that, though, I will ask everyone to please roll for initiative.
Woohoo! First initiative!
Yeah.
I forgot how to.
That's okay. I didn't attach it to my token, so strong start. Oh, it did attach to my token. Never mind. I did do a good job.
I saw the initiative roll for the Morphle and
This is
I was
correct.
just like, Guffin, you've changed.
Guffin getting bigger and teethier.
Stinkier.
Is this like the proto carbuncle or?
Oh, man.
Proto Moogle.
Oh no. We definitely
All
don't
right.
need that.
Watch out, I'm jumping.
Proto-Moogle.
Shouldn't have given
Okay.
Moogle sugar after midnight.
So, note on the barricades. The monsters will try and crash through the barricades. It takes 2 hits from the smaller monsters or a single hit from the larger or more potent monsters to destroy a barricade. Also, let's talk Valor. So, Valor is a grid-based system for combat, and we're pretty similar in some respects to D&D, for those who are familiar. But we do things a bit differently in others. So all characters have 3 actions: a move action, a support action, and an attack action. The move action can be used to move your total move stat in spaces, diagonal, horizontal, vertical, all treated the same. Your support action can be used to use a support ability. So that could be a buff or a healing spell or some other kind of non-offensive capabilities. And then finally, an attack action is used to hurt people. You may also trade a support action for half of a movement, rounded up. We always round up in Valor because bigger numbers are more exciting. And an attack action can be traded for either a full move or a full support action at your discretion. Beyond that, though, while I will move all of the smaller monsters on initiative, I will only kind of make them join the battle if they are attacked or you attempt to tranquilize them and fail. Beyond that, though, Hal, you're going to start us off. You're going to be the very first turn in our very first combat of A Time Adrift.
Wow. It is an honor. Also, how does this keep happening to me? First. So, the situation is kind of dire. Okay, well, first idea that Hal has is to kind of augment the barriers in some way. Just to keep it more, let's say, doable to fight this many at once. I am thinking of, and of course, feel free to tell me, because this is my first time playing, I have an ability in which I can create a barrier.
Yes.
I would like to do that to augment these barricades, to just keep them away from the people who want distance.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the best way to do that or the best place to place that, but I was thinking about kind of on the front lines somewhere, either adding a barrier to this barricade or beside. I'm not sure if that would block people from going through that need to get there, though.
Likely it would.
Okay.
Unless you took the special ability that lets your allies pass through barriers, which I believe is a bit more expensive than you tend to have access to at this level.
Yeah, I do not have that yet.
Yes, so any barriers you create will block everybody.
Right. I could always just throw one in front of something else. It is a support action, so I could take another support action or move around. I'm trying to talk through it just so that we educate the listeners.
Which we appreciate.
Yeah. Then I think what I will do is kind of move into position. So they're all coming from where the Stampede meter is. In that
you can see them all on the very far left of
okay,
the
I wasn't far
battlefield.
enough. Copy that. Okay. Then that is what I will do. I will place a barrier. Yeah, I don't have too much range.
I believe your base range is what, 5?
5, yeah. So I'm gonna move to here, where I am. I'm going to place a barrier just to extend here. People could still get around. Monsters could still get around, but maybe only one at a time.
All right, I'm gonna draw your barrier on. And let's see here. I believe that's gonna be what?
It's strength 1. And yes, 1 space.
That's kind of crooked, but that should about do that. You'll forgive me, my drawing capability is not great, which is why I use a lot of pre-created assets for our lovely maps here, and also hire someone to make them for me.
That's why Grizz is here, yeah. You know? Incredible role player, incredible person, can draw. All things very strong in your favor.
So
it is important to assign tasks to the people who are well capable of doing them.
So we can't go through this barrier?
Yeah, that barrier is uncrossable.
How tall is it?
I can only make it.
The barrier is at least 10 feet tall, generally.
Yeah.
We haven't talked a whole lot about flight inside.
Limited flight will not take you over the barrier.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can only target 1 space, so it wouldn't cover all. The way.
No, because it's a line, so it covers a
Okay.
3 line. Because you are a mind caster. So.
Got you. Okay. Well.
Can I go over water?
Yes, you can use your limited
I'm
flight
fine.
over water.
Cool then.
And I believe you still have an attack action left, Hal, if you'd like to do anything else.
I am not in range. I can't quite get there. And this is my best support. I think that'll be it for me, I believe, because there's not much I can do.
If you
other
would
than
like,
maybe
then,
defend.
Yeah, if you would like, you can spend your attack action to defend and increase your defense rolls by a bit.
Copy that. Then I will do that.
Well, Guffin, then, you are up.
All right. So we have an attack, a move, and a what? Support? Okay.
Support.
And all of these things cost things. But I can turn one of them into more movement.
Yes, you can turn your support action into half of a movement rounded up.
Which I will probably have to do to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't make it to them even with the extra support thing, huh?
Yeah, the first turn will likely be set up for most of you.
Okay.
So... And this other thing I have, heads or tails, the buff that I have, that's one person or everybody?
Well, let's take a look.
It doesn't say one way or the other as far as I can tell, but I'm a big nerd.
Heads or tails is one person right next to you or yourself.
Okay.
And we will note for the audience that all Valor characters have bespoke techniques that they made for themselves. Our system allows you to customize your techniques and abilities. So none of these are chosen off of a list. Everyone made their own powers and techniques.
Please look forward to it.
It's so cool. No, I love it. I love that you can actually get in there, and the way that you envision the character is the way that you can create the character. So you can adapt it to anything from 14 classes to ways that you imagine them to even expanded classes, like tactics kind of inspired stuff or wholly original stuff, which is also so cool.
Right.
I love it.
That's how Xenedra managed to accidentally recreate a Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced 2 job without even realizing it.
I didn't know.
It does remind me, I should have pressed the button so that you can see what it was.
There you
There it
go.
goes.
Ooh.
thought it said pence.
It's just phalanx.
I love that.
Yes, Guffin, what would you like to do?
Okay, I do feel like I should probably focus on getting the heck over there. As one of our tanky characters, Moogle, how? I don't... So I'm gonna do that. So that I do have 6 squares to move with. As long as I'm burning my support, yeah?
Were you also going to initiate your flight?
How do I do that?
For a support action, you may begin to fly. Flying will require a small bit of stamina every turn, 2. And you can then move over water, and your move will increase by 1.
Okay. I should
And you'll have a +1 against all defenses for all melee attacks.
Okay. I should probably add that to my sheet, unless it's on here, and I'm not sure where to find it.
That will be under
Is that-
your skills.
Is it nimble movement?
Oh, I just realized you did not take limited flight at this level.
I think maybe we talked about waiting on that one?
Yeah, I think you chose to wait on that, which means that no, you cannot fly this level. I forgot that you had decided to hold off on that. So you are not a combat flyer yet, Guffin.
Okay.
A Moogle walks up to you on the battlefield.
I mean, he's. It looks like he's flying, but not really.
Yeah.
Just for flavor.
Falling with style.
All right, so I have a long way to go around. Thanks, Hal.
Yeah, I didn't know what it would do. That's my bad.
It's funny.
Hal meant to do that. Hal is a
Totally.
seasoned adventurer.
So
Absolutely.
everybody watches Hal do this really cool incantation, like summon up this badass looking wall, and Guffin just deadpans, looks at him.
What the hell, man? Are you serious?
You can't fly over that?
It's like 10 feet tall! I'm tired! I didn't get to eat my whole lunch!
I apologize.
Yeah, alright. Okay. I guess,
Can I jump? Is nimble movement have jumping? Can I jump to this block over here? Is that too far?
You may attempt to jump.
Oh, and if I fail, it'll be funny. Let's do it.
Yes. All right. So go ahead and roll an athletic roll if you would, which will be either a muscle or a dexterity roll.
Okay. Where are you, you little guy? There it is. Oh, let's do dexterity. It's a little bit higher.
Move into the water if you would for your first movement, because you jump and you gracefully splash right into the water.
Just
So the penalty I'll impose for failing is your movement will end for this turn, but I will let you continue to use your other actions. You're gonna be in the water for this turn, and you'll be able to get out next turn.
So his little feet are stuck in the mud. There's a
Poor
moment
little
where
guy.
he's underneath the level of the water. He comes back out, ears all soaked, flopping backwards, and you just hear, "How!"
It did not sound like you had a good time.
It's like spits out a little bit of seaweed.
no, not at all! Ugh.
Well, imagine how it would be for them. No solace, I see.
All right, so he's stuck. Let's see. I did move 4. I did say I was gonna. I can't do any support actions at this point, can I?
Not really.
Yeah, my
if
only
you
one is
want,
touch.
I will let you burn a support action to unstick yourself if you wanted to use your attack action to move again.
Oh, I can use the attack action to move again too.
Yes, you can
Okay.
trade an attack action for a full movement.
Heck yeah, let's do that then. Alright, so I'm gonna move 4 boxes out of this stupid lake, glaring at Hal the whole time.
Should I move through the
Good
lake
thing
or
is I
like go
can't
to the
see
shore
through it.
first?
Go to the shore first, please.
1, 2, 4. Okay.
Hal can feel the anger, but can't see you.
Also, I wanted to talk about Valor real quick. So Valor is also a stat, the most important stat in this game. Valor begins at 0 and increases by 1 at the end of every turn. However, for excellent roleplay and otherwise investment into the scene, you can be awarded with additional Valor. So Guffin, I'm going to give you 1 Valor for being very, very, very annoyed at your companion in a way that was personally amusing to me. So you may increase your Valor by 1. And Copycat, you are up.
Okay, so I watched this go down. This poor thing just flopped straight into the water. I was like, oh, why? And I look out to the Stampede, and I'm just like, a sliding scale. And I move over to Nakhira. That's within my movement range, right?
Nakhira, you can reach in 2 spaces.
Sweet. So I'm gonna do that. 1, 2. Is this 2? Maybe right here. Right.
You cannot then instead. But you could just go straight down. Yeah, so that would work.
Straight down. And I just tap Nakhira's shoulder, and I'm just like, you have a proficiency that is second to none in all of the Iron City, all of the lands that still remain. And so, go forth, and you panhandle those creatures like a bucket of fried chicken nuggets. And I use my bravado to use Encore to give Nakhira a bonus.
Nakhira just listens, like the whole time, just listens to like the same expression, and as soon as he finishes, goes, "You are a strange little man." And then kind of like rolls her shoulders back.
All that said, then, Nakhira, you are feeling inexplicably stronger. Until the end of Copycat's turn, 2 turns from now, you will have +6 to all of your physical damage.
Okay.
And if you would like, you can add this to your bonus under physical damage in your character sheet. You can just put a 6 in there. And that will automatically calculate when the time comes. That said, however, that was a move and a support action. Would you like to do anything else, Copycat?
I will recycle my attack action into a move, and I will scoot forward. What's my limitation? Is it 4?
For you, I think you are 4, yes.
Yes. And I will simply move forward 4 spots and kind of just like try to peer around Hal's. Like, is it translucent? Can I look through it?
It's translucent. It does block a bit of light, though, so you can see kind of silhouettes on the other side.
Yeah, so I do this despite like me having a very obvious brimmed hat. There's nothing I'm blocking with my hand. It's just kind of like the emote of looking out at the opposing, hillside. And that's it.
All right. I'm also going to give you a Valor for your
for my chicken nugget.
your dramatic chicken nugget speech.
Excellent.
Which brings us to Temis, and you are the first companion character. So when you move, your companion can move on your turn, and your companion can also be the origin point for any technique that you choose to use.
Okay. So I'm going to look down at Toshka and I'm going to go, hide, girl, go on. And hopefully she kind of like vanishes into the grass. Because that is one of her abilities to like get out of combat, because she's not really a combat puppy. And I'm going to look over at Nakhira and I'm going to kind of like, Nak, don't hurt the griffin. You can eat anything else on the field, but just leave the griffin alone. I'm going to try and tag it, okay? Don't hurt the griffin.
Nakhira
But the clown was talking about chicken nuggets.
Nakhira kind of rolls her eyes and says, to be fair, really, the, what are they called? The really round dodos.
The cockatrices.
Cockatrices, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, dodo, but not dodo. Nakhira kind of rolls her eyes and says, to be fair, the cockatrices will make better nuggets. Fine, Temis.
Okay. And I'm
going to take Toshka
thank you,
off the
thank
map
you.
since Toshka is hidden. You may unhide it at any point, and Toshka will appear back on your space.
Roger that. And because I am super support class, because I'm here to pick up the debris and try and stop you eating everything and killing everything in this party. I'm going to take up the rear, guys. Shout if you need any magical love. And yeah, that's basically my turn. Is just shouting at Nak not to eat the griffin. That's it.
All right, sounds good. Which means then it is the Noble Griffin's time because Nakhira is very slow. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the thing about the elite marks. 1, 2, 3. Support move to round it up. The elite marks are aggro and cannot be tranquilized. So the Noble Griffin is going to kind of swoop in, and it is going to attack with claw and beak. So this is an agility-based technique, which is going to be used on Guffin, which means that we are rolling dexterity. Now, Guffin, you may either defend with dexterity, or if your dexterity is particularly poor, you may choose to defend with a different stat.
Okay. I will be defending with dexterity. There we go.
All right, so the Noble Griffin comes in and just kind of takes a spinning slash with its claws, and Guffin nimbly avoids it.
I'm a little bit slippery because I'm wet.
Which means next up is the Morble. So the Morble is going to step up to this barrier and just crush it.
See, Hal's barrier's looking a little bit better now as an option, huh?
Which means it is the Loktan Aldgoats' turn, and they are all pretty mobile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to impact the barrier. This is going to impact the barrier. This is going to destroy the barrier. Give me 1 second here. I did not get the cockatrice added to the initiative, which kind of sucks. But Nakhira's not dead last, which is nice. So Nakhira, it is your turn. Now, if memory serves, you are capable of riding Sal. So if you would like to mount Sal, that is a support action. And then Sal will enter your space, and you'll be able to use Sal's movement instead of your own.
You read my mind. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So while the announcements and preparations were being made, Sal's meals, which were on to be delivered to some of the engineers who Nakhira had been feeding, Guffin being one of their number who had worked on the tower project. They've managed to get all that stuff off. So now that he's on the field, the food gone, everything else, there's sort of a leather kind of saddle of sorts on his back, and Nakhira takes off her weapon, which is this long, double-ended kind of pole that has on one side what looks very much like a butcher's knife, and on the other side this big kind of ornately engraved spoon. And feeling that kind of ease of movement that's been granted to her by Copycat, she kind of tosses over to him like she's actually surprised that indeed it seemed to really have an effect, whatever he did, and goes, all right, maybe I will cook you something. And then jumps on Sal, and Sal tears off with her in tow. They will go... Oh, where did he go? He vanished.
I took Sal off the map because you are now...
Okay.
Sal now occupies your space as your noble steed.
4, so...
You could... Yeah, you would have to move that around then. Okay.
And then I will take my attack action and convert that into movement as well. So that's another 4. Is that correct?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'll go here. So they'll kind of wheel up in front of this griffin. Although Nakhira has her eyes on those tasty morsels, those incredibly pudgy birds. As the other rest of the stampede, the offerings behind, linger back there.
Well, speaking of the pudgy birds, they are going to also advance.
I love cockatrices. They're so round.
So many stinky monsters on the field right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the stampede continues. So, a few more ads have spawned.
This is fine. It's fine, everybody.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
Everything's
Totally fine.
okay.
Halvardr.
Yeah.
Now that initiative has reset, everybody gains 1 valor, including the elite marks.
Oh, good.
God.
Great. Love that. Can the elites limit break us?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Elites are capable of overdriving, as are you.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
That's not
We'll get
That's
into
good.
overdriving in a bit.
I don't like it.
Okay, so Halvardr kind of has a think. He goes, okay. Well, everything is much slower than I imagined. What sort of action is it to drop the barrier? It has an upkeep cost I should spend for 1 stamina, which I will remove.
If you choose not to spend the upkeep, the barrier
Okay.
will vanish of its own accord.
Okay, then I'll choose not to spend the upkeep. I am going to make another barrier, though, so you can just repurpose that.
Oh, shoot.
Unless
I'll,
it's
I'll
easier to
redraw
do.
it. Maybe I'll draw a straighter line this time.
So I think what Hal's gonna do is move. That's 1.
Is this because
okay,
I called
so-
you grumpy? You put that right in my way just for me. Only me.
Well, I imagined everyone being much more slower than they were. So I will place the barrier. I can place it starting here, going 3 upward. That's about
Okay.
the extent that I can do.
Yep,
That's my support
absolutely.
action. Just to see if I can't slow that down a little bit, because I don't want to go anywhere near that.
All right.
No, thank you.
You don't
now-
want to tangle with the Morble?
Oh no, from across the river, or this lake, maybe. So what I will do now is I will attack. Though before I do, I'll yell back towards Temis. I don't know your name. I won't harm the griffin
Thank you.
too much.
What?
The griffin cannot be tranquilized, so if you
Right.
want to do something about it, you will need to harm it.
Okay, I'm just, smoothing it over beforehand. I already had 1 mistake with a new group of friends. But I will use an attack action, Carmine Rafale.
All right.
So
That
this
is
is a range attack.
Intuition-based attack as well. All right. So the noble griffin is not especially clever in that regard, but it will instead attempt to erect a barrier of wind to brush that aside,
Nice.
using its aura to defend itself.
Yeah.
Could you describe what this attack looks like before
Sure.
it bounces harmlessly off the shield
Absolutely.
of wind?
Well, the good thing is it is also wind. So it is kind of a blast of wind that disappears and then reappears around the griffin. It would be red colored. And what I would imagine is that, it kind of occludes the griffin for a moment, and then whatever happens.
The griffin then sweeps its wings and just brushes it all aside, as if it weren't even there.
Will the griffin harm us?
I hope not. Try and tranquilize it. Try and tranquilize it. I don't know that it can't be tranquilized, obviously.
Sure. I can't do that right now.
Yeah, you don't have the action to spare.
But that is the end of my turn. Yep.
All right. Guffin, you are up, and I will give you a 1 extra valor for roleplay, Hal.
What, Temis? I can't hear you very well. There's so much wind happening right now.
Are we allowed to respond in kind when this is happening?
Talking is a free action in Valor because we are an anime-inspired system. So there you go.
So so Temis is tiny. She's like, everybody is tall to Temis, and she is slight and she is weak, and she is like shouting at the top of her lungs, "Tranquilizer!" She's like And she's like waving her little tranquilizer stick around and like vigorously pointing at the beautiful creature who's trying to murder everybody. Yeah.
And darling Guffin is just
It's loud. I can't. The ears, they just catch all the wind. I can't hear anything. I'm real sorry.
not even really trying to project so that she can hear, just kind of making miming motions at so what Guffin's gonna do is use heads or tails on himself, which will give me great accuracy. I have to take down 2 of my stamina. It's a costly thing. And then I'm gonna punch this bird. What's up?
Yeah, punch the bird. And in your bonuses section on your attributes, you can add to your attack rolls the +1 from your great accuracy.
That's cool. Okay, so it goes in attack rolls. That's cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, do I want to roll some bones or pinch some pennies? I think it would be cool to pinch some pennies because this guy, they like picked me out and was like, "You need to die." So turn the beak around, if you will.
All right, go ahead and use technique to attempt to attack this. Oh my, that's a drain ability, isn't it?
It is.
All right, so this is a dexterity-based attack, which means that the noble griffin shall, of course, respond in kind, as it too is quite dexterous. And that is not a hit. So you attempt to steal the griffin's life, and the griffin just no-sells you by slapping you with its wing instead. All that said, though, I will give you an additional valor for your exceptional roleplay. So, if you would like, you may spend 3 to overdrive. And overdrive gives you access to a number of abilities, which include spending 3 to increase your roll by 5, turning a miss in this case into a hit.
Yeah,
if
let's
you'd like
do that.
to spend all 3 of your valor. So, Guffin, using a burst of extra adrenaline, does in fact manage to make that hit. So that will be 37 damage minus the Noble Griffin's defenses. The Noble Griffin is not the bulkiest thing in the world. So that will do 30 damage to the Noble Griffin. And Guffin, had Guffin been injured to this point, would recover 30 health. But he is fine and dandy, so he does not drain any additional health in this manner.
But this does line me
Copycat.
up for my other thingy.
And I will apologize to the stream right now, but one of our cats is coming in, so perhaps everyone will receive Leo's blessing in the next turn.
Yes, to our viewers whenever they should see this. A cat.
Does that make the Stampede 11 or?
No.
It adds to the stampede.
Oh my god.
So let's say when Guffin gets whacked with the griffin wing, he just kind of uses the circular motion of getting his shit rocked to fly back around with the other fist and then take that shot to the griffin.
Very, very good. But yes, Copycat, you are up.
What a tough little guy. So Copycat, kind of like looking back and forth between like Temis and then Guffin and Hal, and just like seeing the exchange is just like, oh man, all right. And moves up next to Hal, and he's gonna turn to Hal and just lean in like the little creepy man he is, and be like, "Hal, can I call you that? I heard the darling engineer say your name. Are you going to let the griffin stampede all over your majesty like that? I know you know how to use that sword far better." And I clap him on the back, and I use Encore again, because I have the valor to do so.
The strange little clown man.
Yeah, he's just like wiggling his fingers, like he kind of wants to touch you, but he just like is refrain. He just like kind of motions around you.
I'm creepy, but consent is important.
Yeah, and then he slides away. I'm gonna. Could I hit the griffin with the trank gun from this distance?
Yeah, trank guns all have a range of 5.
5. Okay, I would like to try, and I kind of just like take out the trank gun and just like look at it all weird, and I'm just like, And then I try to shoot the griffin with it.
All right. So the tranquilizer embeds itself in the Griffin, and the Griffin doesn't even seem to notice it at all. It has absolutely no effect whatsoever.
Yeah, I look at the gun like it didn't go off, and I look down the barrel, and I'm I shrug, and then I throw the train gun behind me. It must be broken.
Hal has been like reaching to say something this whole, but you just keep doing actions, and he's just visibly confused.
And I think that ends my move and attack and everything. So,
well, Hal, you do have +6 to all of your physical attacks, which you can add in your bonuses.
Yep.
So Temis, you may need to get closer if you want people to continue to use their absolutely useless tranquilizer ability on the rampaging Griffin.
Indeed. She's kind of watching all this, and she's like, "Oh, this day is just getting worse and worse and worse." So she's like, and she sees the herd of death running towards her. She's like, "I'm going to die here today. I'm going to die here today with these idiots." And she's like, "All right." She looks around and she's like, "All right, maybe the animals won't go through the lake." So she's kind of going to move. She's going to do her 4 increments. 1, 2, 3.
I also noticed your character had been miscategorized, so your HP was way inflated. I'm fixing that for you.
Thank you. It should be lower than that, really. She's just basically on life support all the time.
You are tankier than 2 of your party members.
Seriously, holy shitballs,
You're
guys.
a guts caster, which means you are actually reasonably tanky.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well.
Temis has to find her inner defender.
Yeah, she doesn't get blown over by a strong breeze, I'll let you know. So she kind of moves up and she's like looking at her tranquilizer gun. She can't, like, she's short, everyone else is tall. It's just people and furry animals everywhere. So she's like, oh god damn it. Come on, guys, use the tranquilizers, and she's like waving it around, and she's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna stay here, you use the tranquilizers on the animals, okay? And that's the end of my turn.
Copycat's like, mine didn't work.
What?
I think it is the Griffin. I think it's too strong.
Nakhira, like, kind of hearing some of this in snippets, and I assume because Nakhira has worked with Temis on a few different things at this point, so I think she would, if this is good with you, Liana, I think she would have an idea of how Temis works.
Yeah.
Would you
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and Temis,
hearing
I'm
kind
going
of
to give
this-
you an extra valor, too.
Hearing this back and forth, and Hal kind of say, I think it's too strong, Nakhira's gonna jump on that and be like, Temis, it's always like this. It's too big. It's too large. It will not tranquilize. Best I can do for you is we get it down and I hold it. Will that work?
Do your best, darling, do your best.
Darling, says Nakhira, kind of, but she kind of smiles a little bit and rolls her eyes again. She's very good at rolling her eyes, and turns back to the Griffin, and then kind of says to the others, just try to get it to its knees.
You think she'd be happy if we grab a handful of feathers? It'd be good enough, maybe.
As this conversation is happening, the Griffin is going to do a charging dash, and it's going to move through Nakhira and Guffin and end right in front of Copycat.
No.
So that's going to be a dexterity attack against both of you while you guys are arguing about tranquilizers. So Guffin, Nakhira. And Nakhira, I believe your dexterity is not good.
What do you mean? I'm like a huge wall of muscle.
Guffin, you also rolled a 1, which means ties go to the attacker in this case. So you will take 43 damage minus your defense. Nakhira, if you would like, instead of using dexterity, you may substitute a different attribute.
Yeah, you know what? I probably should, but I did already roll dex. Are you gonna forgive me? And
I will boost it by. So in your case, you can either choose to use muscle or aura.
I'll go muscle.
Muscle? Okay, much better. So, you do defend yourself with muscle. However, there is a slight downside to muscle, and that is you will take a small amount of chip damage because you blocked it with your rippling pecs.
That's fine. Listen, the crowds knew not to bump into her. This Griffin's a little different, but she still holds her own ground with it. and tries to just meet it and force it to redirect. So she'll take that extra
Nakhira successfully blocks with her muscles and takes 6 damage without any mitigation from any defense or anything. Guffin, on the other hand, will take 43 damage minus Guffin's defense stat.
Which I believe puts me at minus 31.
So a pretty good blow overall. And the Morble is going to keep on making his way forward.
Just trying not to look up at that part of the map.
Yep, that part just doesn't exist. There's nothing up there.
I will say, monsters getting past the right end of the map is a fail condition of sorts.
This seems okay. Good to know now. Now we gotta worry about the Morble.
Yep. Okay. All right.
But as I said, you can get the stampede meter down to 1, and you'll be fine. Anyway, Stampede continues apace, and they are currently moving around you.
Oh, you see me? Where are you going?
Because they are stampeding towards the Iron City and the agricultural district, which is, if you will recall, and that barrier is going to get broken by that. But if you will recall, that is the objective of what you are trying to defend.
Mm-hmm.
What, defend the people that live in the city?
No.
Nakhira.
Yes. Okay, so Nakhira is going to, for a line attack, if it targets in a line, I suppose it depends on the ability, but Charbroil, as her ability, for example, would it hit both of the cockatrices?
Yes.
On the diagonal from her? Okay, great.
Yes, it would.
Then, as these cockatrices and their perfect orb bodies kind of push past, and Nakhira has, kind of reeled as she, atop of Sal, have managed to brace against this attack from the Griffin. She taps Sal's side and says, "Do not let them get past!" And they wheel around, and Sal opens his mouth with a little bleh, and then a jet of fire shoots out and charbroils these two, or at least attempts to.
All right. Go ahead and roll it twice, if you would. And they are going to defend with their aura. So one of them is charbroiled to perfection. The other is unfortunately a miss. And these are flunkies, so they go down immediately when they take a hit, or if you use a support action to tranquilize them, they will also go down immediately.
That's cute. No, this is prime poultry. This is They said the Iron Culinarians had tips on some of them. So yeah, no, these ones it's all good.
And,
but
and
I will
that cockatrice that you finally grill is yours.
I can't wait. I will say that the other one though that is still alive. Let's see. I don't know if this affects them since it was technically not a hit. But normally pyretic would have the pyretic effect, so they would take one damage.
You must hit in order for that to affect. And if you had hit, they would have just gone down anyway. So
I gotcha. Okay, then after that, they are going to sidestep, and if I have to deal with this goat, I will. But they're going to sidestep.
Moving requires 2 spaces when you are within any space adjacent to an enemy.
That's fine. I've got the movement for that. So she'll sidestep, and then she is going to flip the weapon she's using to the spoon end, and she's going to just clobber into the Griffin's side, while Sal's tail sweeps around and does the same thing, and she is going to tenderize the Griffin.
And that is a weaken, if memory serves. Muscle.
Yes, it's a support action, rolled muscle, and it has the chance to inflict weak.
Since this is a weaken, it is just going to defend with dexterity, and weakens is just a flat -1 penalty. The Griffin's defenses have been lowered.
Okay.
And it has almost 0 defense, so it is very vulnerable to physical attack right now.
Excellent. Okay, and with that, I think... Sorry, I'm just...
Oh, no worries.
Movement. It can be broken up between moves, or does it have to all
If
be
you
one
have
move?
the split move skill, which I do not believe you do.
Okay, I do not. All right, then my turn is done.
All right, so end of initiative, +1 Valor to everybody. Copycat, I believe you should actually be at 3 Valor now as people begin to enter overdrive range, because you start with 1 Valor.
I actually need to sacrifice one of my Valor because
No,
I
you do
took-
not.
I don't?
Oh, okay.
You just have to have it.
Okay.
Yeah. If
for
you
the
have a
ability?
if you have a Valor
I also
limitation.
have a flaw. Yeah, I have a flaw that demands one compulsive activity out of me, and if I don't do it at the top of the second turn, it takes one Valor away
which
from
you
me.
did not. So.
I did not.
Yes. Okay. So that would be the 1 Valor hit. Thank you for reminding me of your compulsion to be
Keeping it honest.
an extra theater kid. So yeah, with that and with the sacrifice Valor, well, you now regain 1 Valor. So Hal, you are up.
All right. Well, I think first I'm going to swing at this griffin. It is too close to me now. So I will use my rapier and use this ability called Distrezza. So this is kind of your typical kind of poke, prodding through the defenses here.
That is a very high roll.
That's the
Physical attack, not attack rolls.
okay.
I'll just drop it by
Sure.
by the appropriate number.
Yep.
Because you still rolled a 12, which is very high, but your damage will increase by 6,
Gotcha.
which is fine. Okay, and not quite within critical hit range, unfortunately. So in Valor, if you exceed someone's roll by 10, you critical hit them. And your true roll in this case was 12, and I rolled a 9. So you could overdrive and add 5, which won't quite get you there, but you will still hit it. And with the bonus to damage, that's actually 49 damage instead of 43. But with its meager defense of currently 3, you will instead do 46 damage, bringing the griffin to critical health.
Ooh.
It is looking very battered.
Good. So I do want to use I want to use my Valor, in fact.
Okay.
So I still have my support action, and I would like to use Valor to get a second support action. I believe I can use 3 to take
Yes,
a support
you can.
action. So I would like to try and tranquilize 2 of the enemies to the north that are
Okay.
within range. That leading... actually, I think I can... It's 5 squares. I think I can just reach this one.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I can reach the back one as well.
Okay, so the 2 of the old goats.
Yes, so I'll try and do that. I'll try and tranquilize those 2.
All right, go ahead and roll either whichever stat you want.
Ah, okay. That's definitely going to be dexterity for me. There we go.
And roll it again.
Oh. Yep. Oh, well, that second one might be okay.
All right, and they're going to attempt to shrug it off with muscle. Goodness. Both of them take a tranquilizer dart, and they just kind of keel over and start snoring loudly, which will also reduce the stampede meter down to 7, which means a elite mark and another single takedown will end the stampede.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will stay where I am after doing that flurry.
All
So
right.
that tranquilizer shot across the lake was at the end of his swing, basically in one smooth motion. He'll never look that cool again. Just to let you know.
Well, because you looked so cool in this moment, I will give you a Valor for that.
Which is funny because Guffin
Not
was definitely
that
about
it
to,
may
like-
have much use for you if the scene
Sure.
ends soon.
Guffin was
Guffin.
about to be like,
Well, that was actually pretty good. I didn't know you had good aim. Huh. Good job.
So, Guffin is looking at the feathery butt of this griffin that just gave him a whack. We can kind of tell that the Griffin is not doing so hot, right? Because you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Griffin is starting to look pretty battered.
Okay. Let's see. Is the shooting the gun a support or a fight?
Shooting the tranquilizer gun is a support action.
Okay, cool. So Guffin is gonna, while he's complimenting Hal, do kind of like a little. I need to be on voice activation, and I'm not. He's gonna do like a little flick up his arm thing and click down a little thing on it. It's making like a little whirring noise. The little cartridge. There's like a little. I said little about 17 times. There's an Aether cartridge in his arm that's very obvious to anybody nearby. It's gonna do a little like whirly glow and pop up into a different part of his arm. And then, am I gonna use this thingy? I think I'm actually just gonna hold on to that. It will probably go away since it's a different thing, but it won't do as much damage as just rolling some bones.
Okay.
So I'm gonna punch this fluffy feather butt. Punch.
Oh goodness.
Nice.
That is a tremendously good roll. Right, yeah, because you have great accuracy active. Oh wow.
I have a question for you, Liana, really quick.
Yes.
Is there such a thing as non-lethal damage within Valor?
I was actually about to ask this question.
Okay.
So Guffin, you nearly crit this thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you an option.
Okay.
Do you wish to do non-lethal or lethal damage? By which I mean, do you wish to give the Griffin to the Iron Culinarians or to St. Mosien's Arboretum?
I mean, how do I feel?
Nakhira, if this weighs it at all, Nakhira will, like, seeing that the creature is close to death, say, Temis's research is the most important. I have more than enough. And she'll, like, continue with the fray.
Luckily, also, so 2 points in the direction of the Arboretum. The dice roll, or the coin flip, was in favor of Arboretum. So,
Hey!
Guffin, even though they were giving Temis crap the whole time, it's like, you know what? She very clearly wants this thing. Let's just give it a little pop, knock it out for a bit. So, if it does knock it out,
the Griffin gives kind of a weak and just like keels over. You can almost see the little like stars and chocobos floating around its head.
Yay.
and Guffin just yells,
Don't worry, it's not dead, I think.
I'm peering at it. Then he looks back at this dodo, this cockatrice right behind him.
I'm not really happy with birds right now, so I'm sorry for you, but
Whips out the little gun, and since it's right there, it tries to shoot the cockatrice.
All right, go ahead and trank it.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Any attribute you would like. The tranquilizer is equal opportunity, so the cockatrice also takes a nap, which brings the meter down to 1, which means the Stampeders are suddenly more terrified of you than they are of whatever's been driving them. So they are going to kind of rear up and start to disperse, moving away from the Iron City. Which means this scene ends in a victory. Congratulations, everybody.
We did it.
After a scene, you will all... I should see if we can get the victory music to put it in post.
Yeah.
Your valor will all return to its normal values, and you will regain a full increment of health and stamina, recovering as you will.
All right.
But yeah, the stampede is officially over.
Sweet.
wasn't
Copycat
so
like
bad.
turns and like carefully steps over one of the cockatrices to get the gun he threw away and just kind of like prances off with the intention of returning it.
Before Copycat can prance off, however, there is a very loud, bone-chilling roar
Oh no.
Oh.
as the ground begins to shake. and stepping and looking for all as if it had just emerged from a Kurthan wasteland. A king behemoth steps forward. The source of the stampede, you are now quite certain.
Alright, so our
Everyone,
initiative's
please
not over, is it?
roll a new initiative now.
A new initiative. Oh boy.
I'm gonna shout and point. That you can kill. That you can kill.
Thank you very much for the permission.
I rolled
have
a
a silly
higher
question.
initiative.
Yeah.
Not I.
I have a silly question.
No, my initiative.
Just
Oh
in,
my
in
God.
hopes. In hopes. Probably not,
Yes,
I imagine,
question.
because the first combat is over. But draining technically makes a cartridge. Are we gonna like maybe rule that if I don't use it within the combat, the
Yeah,
Aether
it's
dispels or
Percy.
something?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's Percy.
Cool.
Copycat, you are up first.
Oh boy, I had just turned, I heard the roar, and I was like, ooh, that wasn't me. And then the ground starts rumbling. And we just turned dramatically to look at that King Behemoth just ambling over the hill. And Copycat's just like, oh me, oh my, oh how. And I move next to Hal, and I rest my hands gently on his shoulders. And I'm like, I know you just did a wonderful job subjugating all those critters on the far shore. In fact, I really could just, and I lean in, throw you. And then I grab him by the lapels and just with strength you don't think is imbued in a clown, spins around using the centrifugal force of the momentum of Hal's own weight to fling him 4 blocks to the north. Over here. How do I
Over
ping
the
that?
water too. if
Yeah,
I'm not
over the
mistaken.
water to the King Behemoth. And I say, good luck!
I feel like Copycat is a combination of Tim Curry and George Takei.
Absolutely. And then as my compulsive behavior, I just start flipping my hair because it's all up in my face now from doing that. Just flipping because it's out of place and I can't rest until it looks appropriate again. And I think that's all the action that is afforded to me. Good luck, Hal.
You still have an attack action.
Wait, I still have my attack action?
Yes, you do.
Technically, can I turn that into an additional support?
Yes.
All right, then I will use that for my compulsive behavior
Okay.
because I will preserve my valor.
Okay. Which would be the dramatic
Yeah, the hair
flipping
flipping.
and all of that. Yeah.
The hair flipping takes a lot of energy. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's full body.
So once again, Hal starts to say, what are you? And then is flying through the air before he could really respond.
Was that the
All
right
right,
choice
yeah.
to throw? I mean, he's kind of squishy.
So
We needed
let's, talk,
someone on the flank.
so let's talk mechanics, shall we?
Uh-huh.
So the behemoth has a special thing that I cooked up just for this, which means it will occasionally emit mechanics.
In
So-
our game, mechanics.
Yeah, I know,
Yes.
right? So, before anything else, the behemoth starts calling down meteors.
Checks out.
Yep.
I hope I didn't just kill Hal.
It's fine.
Rip Hal.
It's fine.
Brutal.
We all get a little flashback.
Big cat over his
I
mask.
don't
is
have
just like,
resurrection, guys. Be careful.
Okay, so, 3 meteors, yeah. So you can see little, like, that's where the meteors are targeting.
oh,
Oh, that's good.
would I have
And that's-
seen this beforehand?
I don't think it got to go until now, right?
This
Yeah,
is
no.
its
Yeah,
turn.
this is
its
the behemoth's turn.
turn.
It's also going to advance over here.
Oh my god.
This is fine.
And let me see here. It is then going to gore Hal.
Well, yeah.
Seems like something that would.
As I look out over the water and see Hal get just bodied, I'm just like, let it be said, I shall never
Not
throw
even
another friend
body.
again.
Gored by a baby.
So,
Yeah.
please defend muscle or make a substitution if your muscle is not good. And I will remind you that failing a roll by over 10 means you get crit. I do not recommend getting crit.
I do not want to be crit. I think I am going to use intuition this time to see, hey, those are horns. They're coming at me. I think I should dodge those. Well, at least I wasn't crit.
Okay. So you take 77 damage minus your defense.
Okay, well that's only 71. That's fine.
And because this is a master, it gets to attack twice.
Oh, well that's good. Everything's fine.
And because you are the only one in range, I am sorry, but you are going to get hit again. This time I'm going to slam you.
I'm sorry, Hal.
I mean, I've got a chance. There's a chance. I'll try intuition again.
It felt like a good idea at the time.
1, 2, 3. Hal goes flying across and takes 57 damage, which I believe means that he is knocked out.
I am knocked
welcome
out,
back.
yes.
Oh no.
Well, he's at the perfect
So,
person's feet. It's fine.
And you can go into negative health.
Okay.
You're still conscious, you just don't have the capability to move. You will not gain Valor, but you can still speak to gain Valor. And if you spend 3 Valor, you can recover up to an increment of health. However, any health you recover from Valor is lost at the end of the scene. And if you ever reach negative your health through this, you will die permanently.
Ah, okay.
Just in the first episode. How nice.
Hal just straight up says, hope you have another Veer in their Palparder. Who's ready to go. Palparder.
So when Hal lands, he'll, as a free action, he'll just say, "I don't recommend approaching."
And then he just passes out.
Yeah.
No, he's just like he's on the ground and he's in a lot of pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does not have the strength and vitality to move his body, but he is still conscious at this point. Guffin.
There's this freaking lake in the way still. Freaking lake.
I'm tempted to try and jump again. 13.
You jump, so you can ignore and treat water spaces as normal spaces for this turn.
Let's go, Guffin! This is a mistake. I can't select this little boy. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Where the meteors land, is the ground affected? Is it like the ground is fire now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They're not
Good
landing
question.
yet.
Wait until they land.
Back to how they work in Final Fantasy XIV. Either we have to soak them, or they have a delayed impact. I don't know which one's worse.
And the further
have to
away
hide
you are,
behind
the
them.
better.
You might have to hide behind them after they drop.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
All right, so you are you've moved. Did you want to? What would you like to do now?
I can't.
I can't reach him, just barely.
You could use a support action to
Yeah.
finish up your movement and
So I am
get
going
right in front.
Yes, I am going to burn the support action. Just as a precaution, I'm gonna get a little bit further away from that meteor. Which fits me. So that was 1. I could technically move 1 more because being next to him makes it cost 2, right?
Yep.
Right. I mean, what could it hurt? 3. I say that, and then later on, I don't make it behind the meteor by 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've done it though. It's in the stars. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's just do a punch. I'm doing pretty good with butt punches so far. Let's punch this guy.
How dare you pretty much kill my friends? That is not cool.
Ooh, 10. Very nice. And it is going to defend itself with muscle.
Don't.
And that is a hit. So, minus defense, you will do 31 damage to the King Behemoth.
That's impressive for a Moogle, I think.
A Moogle and also your party's off tank, yes.
All right, yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Hal, well, your initiative is actually lowered, so it's possible someone can get you up before it even becomes your turn. So Temis, you're up.
So I'm gonna heal my new compatriot. I don't know who you are, but don't worry, I've got you. And I'm gonna use my healing armor. I think I've got my spell actually.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna restore 19 hit points. I believe.
Unconscious.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I just did it.
Happy birthday!
So Hal, you have just enough strength to stand and get back in the fight.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I mean, for a DPS, the only HP that matters is the last one, right? So.
True. I've got a couple before I get to there.
And I'm looking at him, I'm like, God, you look really, really bad. So can I turn my fighting action into another technique to give him a second heal?
Yes, you
He
can.
looks really rough. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Just hold still a second, I've got you. And another 19. And I'm gonna just like, I'm looking him over and I'm dusting him off and I'm like, go on, hit it. Use the sticks maybe the sticks will work on this one as well. Go. And I'm just fussing now. I'm fussing over this man. So that's the end of my turn.
All right. Hal, it is now your turn again.
Yeah.
Because you are still faster than Nakhira, even after intuition defending twice.
Thank you.
I'll get there one day.
So, thank you. Sticks. Tranquilizer?
Yes, maybe. Doesn't hurt. I mean, look at it. God damn.
Fair. So these meteors are not here yet.
Nope. You can just see them coming.
Okay. Would that happen to be an ongoing effect?
I don't know.
So, okay, well, Hal's not getting any
That's a
closer.
grin.
But maybe he's knocked a little senseless and thinks that, hey, you know what? Can I stop that meteor? So I have a support action called Nullify
Okay.
that is an opposed aura or resolve
You do
roll.
not sense that you could nullify this ability.
Okay, then that's fine. I was like, maybe it's something that I could. If it's not, that is perfectly fine. He just kind of judges it and goes, no. All right, well...
Yeah, the rocks are falling. They just haven't fallen yet.
Got you, okay. I believe, I'm still within range to take a pot shot with the tranquilizer, which I will do so.
Okay, I'm not even going to take an action from you because it just does not work remotely.
That's fine. So he shoots, it lands. Yeah, I don't think the behemoth's gonna go for
the
it.
tranquilizer doesn't even land. It bounces off of its iron flesh.
Oh, even better. Well, I tried.
Thrall's balls. God damn.
Well, it's close enough to attack still. So that is my attack. That is the ranged attack.
I mean, Rafal, you've just not been rolling well on that one, unfortunately.
Oh, no, not at all.
It will defend with aura.
Oh,
Almost, but not
That's
quite.
That's perfectly fine.
The wind is burned away by a blazing barrier of powerful flame, because behemoths are also incredibly magical. Nakhira.
Yep. So, Nakhira, seeing everything that's happened, she and Sao will tear off. Nakhira kind of seeing Hal get ping-ponged around and then land in like a bleeding heap, kind of growls under her breath, and Sal makes a little sound that if Hal was able to hear it, he would recognize as the kind of sound that he usually makes when referring to Hal or around Hal, which is kind of like a which is about as close as he can get to saying his name. And they race.
Can you do that again? It cut out just a little bit, and I have to hear the noise.
Wow. And so they will race as fast as they can, though of course they're kind of heavy.
You may attempt to jump the lake if you would like.
What do I have to do to jump the lake? Remind me.
Roll muscle or dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sure, we'll attempt to do that then.
F this lake.
Okay. 11 muscle?
So Sal leaps gracefully over the rock. You may now treat the water as normal for this turn. Or leaps gracefully over the water.
Okay. Do they count as normal movement blocks?
Yep. For this turn.
Mm-hmm. Just for this turn, okay.
Yep.
All right, so then 4, and then I'll have to use my support action to move
You can go
further.
directly across if you wanted to. Like, you already moved, but...
Yeah, mostly I'm just worried about...
You could get here if you wanted with a move and a half
2,
move.
3, 4... Okay, yeah. We'll come up here then. So yeah, they'll leap over, and as they go over, Nakhira will like, as they're sailing through the air, Nakhira is like turning around and yelling at Copycat, remembering what they said as they were leaving the square about the scale of competency, and will just say, "Throwing hell lands you on the shit end of the competency spectrum," and then like they'll come down and she'll get ready to try and sort of be a wall between the rest of the group and this behemoth.
The camera pans back to Copycat, and it's just like a frown on his mask.
All right. Well, I will give you a valor for that. And did you want to use your attack action to do anything?
I guess I continue my support. Yeah, I will attack. So with that, okay. I will use dice. So, swinging the weapon around to the knife end, she will rapidly chop at the behemoth.
All right. Excellent. Very good. Oh, it's a sapping too. So the King Behemoth will meet that head on. And will brush it aside as if it is nothing.
Oh.
Fair.
+1 valor to everybody, unless your name is King Behemoth, in which case +2 valor because you are a master.
Oh, God. I have 2 questions. Two questions here. So, can I move diagonally between my friends?
Yes, you may. Yeah, you can move over your friend spaces too, so long as you do not end your turn on their space.
Excellent. My second question, and this is a very important one.
Mm-hmm.
Liana, we have not spoken about the limitations of my Mimic Core move, Pantomime.
Mm-hmm.
Please outline for me what I can and cannot do.
Any attack that you have witnessed that I have named, you may use. Ooh. So in this case, you may use Gore or Slam as a Mimic. They are both melee actions.
Okay. All right. So I am going to just like gingerly step over Hal.
As you pass by, he says, "Keep your charms where I can see them and your hands, please." Off.
I just kind of like clasp them together. And I don't say anything. I just keep walking. Okay, so let's see. Oh God. Let's move. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I can move 4.
Mm-hmm.
4. And what's the range on those attacks? Do you have to
1.
be immediately 1?
Yep.
Okay. I just find some nicely sized stones to either side of me. Maybe they're like flanking the water's edge.
Yeah,
And I start to juggle them.
Okay.
And I start juggling them faster. And then, just as they peak in velocity, I catch all three, grab the last one, rear back, and pelt the behemoth in the face, like probably aiming for its eyes. And that is called juggle. Oh, that dex.
Oh no.
Well, so the good news is you will do a small amount of damage because it did muscle defend. So in this case, this would be your damage increment in your attributes. So it will take 6 damage because it just easily blocks the rocks.
All right, but is it at least a little bit annoyed?
A bit. So let's talk mechanics. So those dots explode into 3x3 sections.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
Normally, an overlapping attack cannot hit you twice. However, I have made a special modifier for this game because this does actually work this way in Final Fantasy XIV. So Nakhira, you're going to take 2 attacks, and Copycat, you're going to take 1 attack from the mechanic. It will say drain, but I just did that to lessen the damage. So in this case, Nakhira, 1 and 2, please defend against both of those. And then Copycat, please also defend against that.
Oh, wow. I don't think I'm defending anything.
Oh, boy.
Please roll to not be critical hit.
What am I rolling?
So this is aura, but you may substitute another stat that you are better at if you wish.
They're roughly the same, and I have a special perk that gives me +1 to all. Nope. Never mind.
Nope.
It's to all active attributes lower than your highest, and
which is already
one of the
calculated
highest.
into your into your sheet.
It's true. It's true.
So
If your aura is good, you can just block with aura at no penalty.
Copycat is about to get crit. Is that what's about to happen?
I'm gonna try to not to. I'm gonna roll to see if I do get crit or not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Can I use muscle?
Yes.
All right. This clown's gonna use his muscles, which may or may not exist.
Oh, that is a crit.
Ooh.
Okay, wait.
An 18 versus an 8 is a critical hit.
Yeah.
Can I use Valor to overdrive?
Yes, you could overdrive to save
And
Copycat from the critical hit.
Okay, I will do that. Can I please use Valor to overdrive?
Yes.
Teamwork to add 3 to the
teamwork.
roll. Would that get them out of?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yes, Nakhira will do that, seeing that this seems as though it's going to obliterate Copycat. Despite her harsh words, something softens in her features, and she throws herself in the way and tries to help shelter him.
So Nakhira, you will take 2 individual instances of 35 damage minus your resistance on both.
Okay. So, 35 minus the 2 rolls that I did, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, 30. Your resistance twice.
And something odd is happening in the sky as this behemoth continues to call down more and more meteors. Like, you feel like you're watching, like, a shower of fire, and something inside all of your souls seems to be crying out in remembrance, confusion, anguish. You're not entirely sure. But you do hear 3 words resound within the soul. Hear, feel, think. A surge of overwhelming power seems to envelop you. You feel strengthened, as if a blessing of purest light has overtaken you. So, everyone, please set your valor to 3. Please set your health to full. Please set your stamina to full.
Hey!
Hey, yo, 3. Oh my god.
Set it to 3 or add 3?
Set it to 3.
+2. There we go.
And additionally,
The awakening.
As a king behemoth attacks, you start to recognize some things. And you're not entirely sure why, but these attacks, these patterns that before seemed very difficult to read, suddenly become more clear. So, the behemoth, for its mechanics, is going to begin casting a maelstrom, but now you can see it in full. So, it begins targeting this area. Additionally, Nakhira.
A tank buster!
As a healer main, I don't understand what this means. Am I supposed to stand in it?
Oh.
Am I playing it?
That's a fib. You know it's a fib.
All right, bring it on. I've watched it from afar for so long. Finally, I get to take the buster.
Busting makes you feel good, I've heard.
So you will note that this is a wide area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Additionally, as it begins to cast its flare ability, and additionally, Guffin, you're getting gored.
Why? Okay. And I have to block. I have to block. Oh.
So that is a hit. It is not a crit. And also, I forgot to account for some of your boosted defenses. So that's 67 damage minus your defense instead of the 77 that is appearing.
Okay.
I have since fixed that though. So.
Okay. I will take this damage. 67 minus 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 55. That's math, right?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
so many hurties.
It's a lot.
But Guffin, it is your turn.
It's my turn.
And how are you responding to this fact that you have experienced this sudden something?
Ow! Oh wait, no, the other thing. Okay. Sorry, I'm fixing my health. Okay. Guffin is brought back to reality maybe a little bit faster than everyone else because he did just get his shit rocked by his core.
Fair.
So he maybe that's even why he took the hit, right? He's like,
What the hell is
right? So he is quick to anger about being brought out of this the pretty lights. I was watching pretty lights. Why would you take this away from me? You see his non-robo arm flash down and grab a coin out of his pouch, and he's gonna start up his little bit of revenge with heads or tails. Wait, accuracy.
All right, excellent.
Make sure that's back in there. And then we are going to use Penny Pincher as our full attack.
All right, and the King Behemoth is going to defend itself with muscle.
Miss.
That is a hit.
Excellent.
So the King Behemoth is going to take 30 damage, and you are going to regain 30 health.
Yes.
I like that. That's too many healths.
After the hallucination, did you just see something? He asked to Temis.
She's nodding vigorously. Yes, yes.
And it's not brain damage. Okay. Well, he feels fine. He sees a lot of stuff going on.
And he does perceive in this case, it would be a giant orange puddle that he's standing in.
Yes. So he's going to get out of that puddle. That's 2. This is...
The tank buster is every space around Nakhira, in case that's
Right.
not fully clear.
Right. I'm moving by. That's my 3rd. Here's my 4th. And I will... Oh, this guy's very big. I will attempt to feint.
Okay.
I believe I just roll... second.
Dexterity
I will read
or mind or intuition, your choice.
Okay, so it's a support action. It costs me a little stamina, and I will make that roll.
I don't believe feint costs stamina, actually. You just
Oh,
need
cool.
to do it.
Intuition then. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is feinted. You will gain an additional increment of damage on top if you hit this.
Okay, well let's hopefully do so. I will use Destreza again.
All right.
Ooh.
Also a pretty good roll. That is a hit.
Cool.
That
you
is...
go ahead.
So it is large, but because of the strength of your blessing, that doesn't matter in this case, and a crit will be 5 over, which means if you overdrive, you will crit it.
I will overdrive and crit it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So if you could, please add your agility attack stat again on top of this, as well as your damage increment, and give me that number.
Okay. Agility attack and
Yes.
damage increment.
Yep.
Both of those equal 28 total. So that is now, what is that? 78? 77.
77, I'm getting.
Yep, 77.
So, the King Behemoth is going to take 70 damage as you just
Yeah, dash
take a
in.
massive chunk out of it.
Yeah.
Temis, you are in the danger puddle.
Okay. I'm looking over towards this like nightmarish scene, and I'm feeling just terrible. Like, it's already been a dreadful day. My parents bringing up my brother's death, and now I feel like I'm looking at the sky and I just feel sorrow. Like everybody died. And I'm looking out at these people who I know, some of them, and they've been a part of my life, and I'm scared. How does Nak look?
She looks surprisingly okay.
Okay.
Although, explain your emotional state, Nakhira.
Nakhira, had kind of thrown herself in front of Copycat, took this huge hit, seemed to be what you'd assume fairly battered from the fight. But then, as all of this fire started raining down, she rose up. And in that, action, she seems stronger than she even was before. And she kind of catches your eye and winks at you.
Memories of Steel, that one. Memories of Steel. And I'm gonna...
Take a valor.
I'm gonna use my movement action to take myself out, and I'm actually gonna go across. 1, 2, 3, so to about there. I'm gonna hang back, and I'm ready, guys. If the shit hits the fan, I'm here, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Did you not want to mercilessly critique? You are in range to use your
I suppose
ranged
I could.
spell.
Okay, I look over at the monster and I go, "You smell. Your mother is disappointed with you. You are academically weak and poor." And I...
Brutal.
Ew,
God.
sure. Oof.
Thank you.
The behemoth
Everything you said is right, but come on.
is stricken to its core. You're not entirely sure how it understood, but the behemoth definitely is stricken and horrified to the tune of 39 damage.
Oh my god. I kind of look
trying
over
to
and I'm,
collect
oh my god,
tears.
I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. Oh, feels so bad. I have problems with my mother as well. It's okay.
Nakhira, you are still in the danger puddle.
Okay. So, with everything that's gone on, the meteors, the sky aflame, these strange visions, this voice, Nakhira has, I'm going to say that she has come off of Sal. So, when they, kind of fell absorbed that hit, they kind of collapsed onto the ground together, and then she rises up, winks at Temis, and as she turns back to the behemoth, that look of confidence for a moment wavers, and there is this look of just grave concern, like the weight of the world has landed on her shoulders, which is not usually something other than just her kind of irony will. And her brow kind of knits together, and she sort of mumbles under her breath, we will sort it out. It will all be well. We can find a way to work together. And then she kind of looks up again, and Sal kind of cocks his head at her, and she realizes that this hit is incoming as she takes in the behemoth looming over, and she will lunge off to the side with the tank buster to keep it clear of everyone, and kind of roar, "Well, come on then!" at the creature.
I will give you a valor, absolutely.
I'm so glad I moved now.
Okay, and with that, she will also use some valor and is going to attack it. So
Okay.
we're gonna go for an we will go for another. I didn't use a support action yet this turn, right?
No, you did not.
Okay, great. Then I will go ahead and first tenderize it. Try to tenderize it.
I think that's going to be successful. Yes.
Okay,
Tenderize
cool.
successfully.
Okay, then I will use dice, and I will also add the 5
Holy moly.
for determination.
That will do absolutely nothing for you because I did critical defend, but I still not enough. So in this
okay.
case, I would advise just holding your valor
Fine, I'll hold it.
because you cannot turn that
Okay.
into a crit because I also rolled a 10.
Fine, no worries. All right, cool. Well, then that's what she'll do. That's all she's got.
Okay, so that's going to be 35 damage, and then after the severely impaired defense, that will be 32 damage. And this thing is not looking good. It is now in critical health. So, initiative resets, +1 valor to everybody. And Copycat, you are up.
Okay, that's +1. So as this is all happening, Copycat sees his hubris coming down at him in the form of a meteor, and the last thing he saw in that moment, as he raised his arms to try and defend from the blast, was Nakhira and Sal jumping in front of him. And at the same time, he's hit with this odd sensation of just existential guilt. Such this grave sense of responsibility and no, I had a hand in this, and so it's my responsibility to end this as well. And that levity of an entertainer is just robbed from him in that instance, and he becomes a person who's been made to just take in the current state of the world as it was, as it is, and as it might be. And he gets up as this tempest is forming, and he watches as Nakhira just dives off to the side with such a show of valor, of she knows exactly what she's doing, and if she's scared, she's doing it anyway. And Copycat's gloved fists tighten, and he's like, no more games. And so Copycat is going to use his movement to sprint around Hal, square up in the face of that behemoth. And he's going to use the shit out of pantomime. And he's going to try to gore it right back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll muscle for me if you would.
All right. And so the functionality of the limit break, will that help my roll to hit?
You could add 5.
You may, and take a valor too, as well, for your
Yes.
roleplay.
Oh, thank you.
You can spend 3 Valor to boost your roll by 5 after the dice have been cast.
All right. And so I'm going to roll muscle to gore this creature.
So you will need to overdrive to make that happen.
I overdrive.
Okay. So please take your attack stat and add it to 40, and that will be your damage.
My attack
Your strength attacks.
My strength is 18.
So that plus 40 equals 58 damage.
All right. So you guys just see the
or 50,
outline.
54 after
54.
defense.
Okay. How's the behemoth looking at that point?
Very, very low.
Okay, you see the outline of what seems like there's nothing there, but the way the wind moves around it implies some level of physicality as these conical forms just bash into the side of the behemoth's body. And if you look closely, you would have seen a bright red circle appear on Copycat's face or his mask as he stands just like almost like an intimidation stance, like anime protagonist style, like I'm not backing down, come at me. And that's
also, I just have
move.
to say, did anybody else hear no more games?
I don't know. I was like, you said it wrong.
Yeah.
Which means it is now the behemoth's turn. So I think that tank buster is going to go off. So this is how this works. So this is an aura-based attack. This is called Flare, actually.
I think I had one more move that I wanted to use because I didn't use my support action.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to use...
I am keeping that roll, though.
Oh, awesome.
Well, okay, great, thanks.
I wanted to use... But support can't be turned into an attack action, correct?
Absolutely
no.
not.
Never mind. I don't use it.
Okay.
Or
All right, so please defend Aura Nakhira. And anyone who is foolish enough to stand in the tank buster, which is nobody at this point.
do you have to do anything crazy this turn?
Who? Me?
Our mime. Do you have to do anything crazy this turn? No. Okay. I don't know how your thing
Use
works.
me. Use my body. Okay.
Oh, I
It's
see
fine.
what you mean. I see. Do you have to use one of your eccentricities?
Oh, but you have your support action for that, right? Because you get to use it.
All right. So yeah, Nakhira, please defend yourself.
Okay. Oh, aura defense. Sorry.
Yes.
Da, da, da.
I will bring my
Here
valor
we
to 0
go.
because you're right.
Well,
So that's not quite a crit until I spend the Behemoth's Valor to turn that into a crit.
Well, you know.
oh, great. Thank you so much.
You may spend your Valor in turn to make it not a crit again, if you would like.
Let me see. I suppose I could use determination on that, right?
Yes.
Or... yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll use that.
Okay. So you are not crit, but you take 75 damage. Now, because this is a tank buster, you actually will get to apply your resistance and your defense to mitigate it.
Fancy.
Okay. So... my... so my, like, aura, my base aura stat, and the defense
your
levels, or-
resistance and your defense are both removed from the overall damage. So normally it would be just a magic attack and it would only apply your resistance of 12. But in this case, because it's a tank buster, it targets the tank.
Oh, I see.
And
I see.
it does a heightened amount of damage, but your combined defense stats work against
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
So I think you have a full mitigation on that of 28, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like I'm a tank or something.
Yeah. So in that case, then, you will only take 47 damage as opposed to a lot more. The
very modest.
The Maelstrom Danger Puddle also goes off, which no one's standing in. Congratulations. I don't know that it's going to live this turn for it to get to its next one, but it is going to queue up its next mechanics attack. The mechanics themselves, it's in cycle 3, so it's not going to have any passive mechanics. but it is going to drop a few additional meteors. Targeting Guffin, Nakhira. Oh, that was incorrectly drawn. And obviously it cannot harm itself with its meteors.
Mm.
And Hal. And these seem targeted on you. And they certainly seem like that damage will overlap. Almost as if you needed to, like, spread out or something. I don't know.
What?
Crazy.
Mechanics are for cars.
We might have those now, right?
And then Copycat, you're getting slammed.
Ooh, I earned that. I earned that fair
my
and square.
dice really don't like you guys.
It's true.
Oh, goodness.
It's true. Listen, if this is the last show he ever does, he'll just be like, worth it. It's fine. All right, what do I roll in regards to that?
Muscle. That is a crit.
Yes.
Ow.
There's no time for us.
Copycat will take 74 damage
Okay.
and get skipped across the lake like a flat stone.
Yeah. So where am I gonna end up?
Over there.
Oh my god, so far. All right, he's out of your sight, guys. You're just like, oh, he's fucking dead.
But you know what? You're not in the meteor anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
So helpful.
Guffin.
All right. Guffin sees the shadow of the meteor, and you guys hear this like metallic clank as he reloads his arm, and he says,
Bring it.
"Right." So then he that cues up the one that he's already drained, and he's gonna use penny pincher, make it rain. So you pinch the pennies, and then you make it rain.
Oh my. Behemoth will defend muscle, and that will be a hit.
All right.
So that's going to be 33 damage, and this thing's hanging on by a thread. Also, it has an additional -1 to defense rolls.
Yeah.
So punchy good, my friends. I believe that's all I can do except move. And you know what? Guffin is here. He said, "Bring it." He's staying. Bring it.
You're sufficiently spread, so Hal, be a deer, be a hero, perhaps even, and finish this
You know
off
how it
if you
treated
think
you.
you can.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Smolderingly, yes.
all right, let's do it. I'm going to try and feint again.
All right, and the King Behemoth is going to attempt to not be fainted, and will fail at that.
All right. Now, I will use Floret Temperato. So this is a magically enhanced kind of, not the Zoro slash, but close to it.
And ties go to the attacker. The first time this has actually benefited you this entire session.
Wow.
So that is a hit, and your mystic damage causes the behemoth to just fall over. Life leaving its body.
Immediately, he looks up to see if the meteor is still there.
The meteors dissipate without striking you.
Hey! I love when you can skip a fight so you don't have to do half the mechanics, you know?
You know, yeah,
Steep sword.
absolutely.
Skip sword. Just burn that boss. Man, Crystal Tower just isn't the same as it used to be.
Just not so much anymore. Yeah. But
So we get to eat
before
this
you
one,
can-
right?
I don't know if it will taste any good. Predators usually don't.
Good to know.
Before, however, you can really do much else or even like understand what happened to you. It's very far away, so like you couldn't even necessarily see this place on the horizon, but in the direction of Skytier Lake in Mordona, quite some ways away, you hear an enormous dragon roar. It's so loud it seems to shake the entire continent of Aldianaux. And here in Dravania, where mankind has made peace with dragons, has built a city of iron, has worked alongside the dragons to build a new bastion for humanity, every dragon in Dravania raises their head to the sky and responds in kind with another roar. These dragon roars coat the continent.
Can I say
And
that
you
Sal
see-
lifts his little head and his frills kind of tremble, and he lets out a little squawk.
And you see the sky darkening as the largest dragon you have ever seen. As large as the stories say of the greatest of Garlean war mecha back when they existed, is darkened by this immense dragon. And that is where we will end this episode and this session.
Can I add one tiny thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Guffin turns to Hal and kind of goes,
I told you!
And that really ends.
Yes, there we go.
The end.